Alrighty, how's it going everybody, and welcome back to another video. In today's Is It Worth the Price, it's all about Wrecker from the Bad Batch. Again, another one that surprised me. If you all checked out Tech and you're following us over here, or if it's going to be vice versa for you, either way you're going to hear it. If you decide to hear it. So Wrecker surprised me. I expected him to be maybe 305, 315, somewhere in that category. He's going to be a bigger figure, somewhere around Paz Vizsla's height. Chances are his weight as well. So to see him sitting at 290 was a pleasant surprise. As always, don't forget your flex payments. I almost forgot to apply it to Wrecker before I checked out. I was super excited, almost forgot, so don't forget. For some reason it isn't clear here on Sideshow's website that you're supposed to click here for it, but you don't have to wait to get it in cart. Simply select the flexible payment options there and you're good to go. Now as always, we have the NRD set at $29. The earliest payment is set for December 5th of this year. In terms of the highest number of payments is set to 5, so similar to Tech. As we start to close this section out, it's expected to ship between April of 2024 and September of 2024, similar to what we saw with Tech as well. Now the About Me isn't anything interesting. There isn't anything that I could point out that would lead us into another possible release or nothing about Omega. So there's nothing here apart from what we know Wrecker to be. In terms of the details, we know that it's Wrecker, it's Star Wars. We got it, right? Now what's in the box? That's what we're here for. So we have the authentic detailed likeness of Wrecker from the Bad Batch, a newly crafted helmet with weathering effects. He's approximately 33 centimeters tall with a newly developed body with over 30 points of articulations. I wouldn't be surprised if this was Paz Vizsla's body, so I don't know if it's going to be 100% newly developed, but we'll have to wait and see. Next we have 7 pieces of interchangeable gloved hands, including 1 pair of fists. Great. We need this more often on all of our releases. 1 pair of relaxed hands, 1 pair of dagger holding hands, and 1 pistol holding right hand. I don't know why that's plural, but you know. Interesting that this doesn't come in a pair. Very interesting. As far as the costume, we know Wrecker, right? He's a big brawny dude. He's got his special signet, his dagger holster, the distressed effects, and the black colored fabric undersuit. Next, we also have 1 blaster pistol and 1 blade. Now, there is something that we're missing here, which is the DC-17M, but for some reason, it's not here. I'm not really sure why, but there is another weapon that they did not mention. As for the accessories, we also have 1 military backpack with a magnetic feature. I wish that were plural though, because it should be features, but we'll talk about that when we get to the accessory segment. Lastly, we have the figure stand with this character logo, the nameplate, and the graphic cards. That's what we've come to expect from the Bad Batch releases, so that's nothing new. Now, we don't have the photos here. We're kind of early. Sideshow didn't update the website, so we're going to go ahead and kick it on over to Facebook. And here he is. Man, he looks so good. He is an absolute tank. This guy is a unit. Zooming in here, I was just happy to see that they gave him fists and not the knife holding hands, because the first time we saw him, he was at a Star Wars Celebration, and they were using the hands with the gaps in them, which I was really hoping they weren't going to skirt that. That was a poor sight to see. So to see that he's given fists, that's a plus. Zooming out here though, we have such a strong portrait. The sheath is ginormous here on his shin armor, which is indicative of the show. Just look at this man. Wow, he is a freaking tank. Goodness, dude. Now, chances are the DC-17M is very similar to Hunter, where you could take out the clip, where you can pull out the barrel there. But again, we're going to talk about this shortly. But for now, that portrait is so good. This is a really, really strong prototype. Man, I am so excited for this figure. He looks great. Wow. I think that if I had to nitpick, and this is genuinely a nitpick, I think I would have liked a little bit more detail here in the scar, but it could just be the photography. There could be another level there, similar to what we have with Boba Fett. You can kind of tell up here that there's a separation in the paint application from his portrait. Wow, the shattered eye, just so good. Man, Viva Lai he knocked it out the park. If this is Viva Lai's work, which he's been the one doing all of the clones, he knocked it out of the park. Look at this. They all look phenomenal together. I would have put Wrecker in the back, but since this is his announcement, he's got to be at the forefront, right? So that's understandable, but man, all together they look so good. Oh man, that helmet. This is my favorite helmet out of all of the Bad Batch too. See, there's one thing that I want to point out. On the show, he sheaths his rifle here on the side and on the back, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to sheath it. I would have been okay with it being magnetized because that's how it appeared. It appeared magnetized to the backpack. But I guess maybe that would have been a conflict if you're trying to magnetize the backpack to his back and then a weapon. I'm not sure, but that's my only gripe. And there is another one. You can't deny this figure. He looks incredible. This is that I'm about to do something stupid pose before I think about it. I think that's why I love it so much. That wider stance is hilarious. It really does look like we only have a right trigger hand. I don't know what that's about. I've been waiting to see a swap of sorts, but that's kind of it. Incredible. Incredible. Now, Wrecker's known to use his helmet this way, but it doesn't look like it'll come down all the way. I'm wondering if we choose to pose him like this, is there something there that will keep the helmet from melding into the portrait? I don't know. See, and another thing with the portrait, while I absolutely love it and I'm okay with it, I don't think there are any imperfections here. I would have been okay if they sort of had him maybe frowning ever so slightly more with his teeth showing, you know, that grin that he does. I'd have been okay with that, but I'm not mad at this either. Wow. You could tell it's a prototype. Definitely a prototype. Yeah, see the other angle there it doesn't show the entire paint application there on the distressed portion of the explosion. So now that we're here at the accessory sheet, there's only one thing missing. Where's my man's Lula? Where's Lula at on the accessory sheet? That's one that I was really excited for. I wanted to see Wrecker with his Lula. I was hoping to see something similar to the Stormtrooper with the accessory that we got with Jyn Erso, which mind you we didn't need because she received that when she was younger. I don't think she has it anymore, but who knows? But in current times, Wrecker, he's got a Lula. Where is it? I'm hoping they slide in that extra accessory later on. I'm really hoping so. But for now, with what we have, another thing that I want to point out is the backpack here. Now, Wrecker also sheathed his rifle here, the DC-17M, right above the 99 logo. But when it wasn't here, which is in the episode I believe Camino Lost, he had crosshair over his shoulder, so he couldn't sheath it on the side. He had it here. So I'm wondering if we can't put it on the side, are we able to magnetize it to the backpack here? They didn't show it, so I don't think so. They could have easily maybe took out the clip, put a magnet in it, or just reverse it and allow us to magnetize it to the back without the clip. I don't know. Something. Other than that, though, I think everything that we have included here is phenomenal. I really do wish that we had the left trigger hand as well. That will probably be my second gripe with the release. Not only are we missing out on the Lula, but we're missing out on a left trigger hand. But other than that, Wrecker is... I'm excited for this release. The portrait looks good. I'm not upset about the eye rolling function. I think it looks great. Nevertheless, would that have been cool to have? Absolutely. But I'm not upset that we don't have it here on this figure. So for everything included though, and this is going to be a massive figure, for $290, I think is a reasonable asking price. I know Paz Vizsla's got, what does he have? He's got that big machine gun. He's got the jetpack, which you connect that with a hose. And here you just kind of, if you really wanted to compare and ask yourself about the asking price, we have a portrait. Paz Vizsla is what, $285, $286 with a portrait included. This is at $290. I'm gonna say this is worth the price. This isn't no slouch of an announcement. I can't find anything bad outside of what I mentioned previously. For $290, I'm gonna say it again. This is worth the price. I pre-ordered it. I'm definitely getting it. Stay tuned for those reviews. We are filming the Clone Troopers from the Attack of the Clones, so stay tuned for that. That is on the way. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. We greatly appreciate it. Let us know if you're going to finish the Bad Batch line or if you're just going to say, I like Season 2. I want the Season 2 armor. Is that what you're waiting for? Let us know down below. As always, this is Jonathan with Boston Collectors, and we'll catch you on the flippity flop.